Defence Minister, thank you very much for taking us through what the vision is and what the road ahead looks like as far as the policy perspective is concerned. Let me start by asking you, sir, and you said that you could have done DPP in 2015, but it spilled over to 2016 because there was a lot of hair splitting. If you could take us through where you saw the most hair splitting and where you found the most difficulty.
I'll not say that it's exactly an difficulty. Every person with his experience develops and has a knowledge. I call it institutional knowledge, which the institution as a whole has accumulated over a period of time. Whatever we had drafted, and I took personal interest in it, I can say that I must have spent about 80 to 100 hours on DPP, Make in India, and other initiatives which offsets everything. I have personally read each and every word of it, advised where changes have to be done. But these are based on my knowledge. The institutional knowledge indicated certain pitfalls. You can't, like for example, recently one very top company CEO requested me if you have already changed the provision of foreign exchange variation, which was earlier permitted only to defense PSUs, now are permitted even to the private sector. Now this is a very important change you made. A particular project is at the final stage of opening of the envelope, that is a price bid. Price bids are not open. Technical TEC and technical things have been completed. He requested me a very simple request that if you allow us to substitute the financial bids, we would be able to reduce the price because we have used the principle of this dollar cost changing in our price bid. Now if we are allowed the fluctuation like defense PSUs, we will not charge that hedging charges. Appears to be very fair. But defense acquisition brought to my notice that the process is halfway. Tomorrow someone may come up and he may say that if I knew this, I would have participated. The full procedure will go to CVC or CBI. Now this is their institutional memory, which didn't even come to, though I should have understood it at that stage, it didn't come to my knowledge unless I asked for it, asked their comments on it. Now this is also not understood by private sector. He is absolutely right. If you have to do it, then you have to start the process from RFP stage again. Because everyone who has not participated also has a right in that tender if there is something change afterward. And that was one of the reasons why offset policy change of allowing changes in the partners was facing a bottleneck because it's like changing terms of contract post facto. We could get that clearance only because we had put up our case as a requirement of defense ministry and not requirement of the supplier. So when we said that is the interest of the government, the situation changes. But you can't manipulate that. It has to be really in the interest of government, which we proved and put it on the paper. That's why it has become case-to-case issue rather than a policy decision.
I also want to pick up on something that you said, that you have tried to avert any kind of bulldozing. Who was trying to bulldoze you, sir?
No, not me. I didn't bulldoze. No one can bulldoze me. I remember a small incident which happened in a college in Goa when I became MLA. A girl in a college asked me a question in QA, whether I consider honesty as the best policy. My instantaneous reaction was no. There was shock. Everyone thought that I have admitted something which no politician will ever admit. I told that girl that according to me, honesty should be principle and not a policy. Because policies can change based on the circumstances and situations. principles can't change. So I had decided that the day I have to basically allow my integrity to be put in question mark, I will quit politics rather than do the compromise. Now, about your day-to-day functioning, there are instances where you have to adjust. That is a different, but basic principles cannot be compromised. Therefore, bulldozing on my basic principles won't come. What I said that I didn't, though I believed that certain thing is right, I didn't bulldoze the bureaucracy.
Do you feel that sometimes it actually helps to bulldoze the bureaucracy a little bit?
I'll put it like this. After taking all their views, here I will not call it bulldozing. After having all their views, if you do not finally agree with a particular issue of theirs and checking it with the legal and financial prudence, you cannot take a decision. That is the job of the minister. If I am expected to just sign the file on a dotted line, why I have to sign it? I asked this question once to an officer who said, no, we can't refuse this. I said, if I can't refuse, why are you taking my signature? You don't take my signature at all. You don't expect me to be signing on a dotted line. So, if I am signing on a dotted line, most of the time I agree with what you have analyzed, but once in a while if I don't agree, I can put a reasoned issues to it.
My final question to you, sir. Do you believe 2016 is going to be an inflection point as far as the Make in India program is concerned for defense?
I think it is a, what you call it as a change game, DPP, game changer. But it may not be the perfect for everyone. But I'll put it one step further. It has a provision which says that preamble is a guiding force of the full DPP procedure. So if some procedure is not explained in the DPP and the acquisition wing or at any point a decision has to be taken, please refer to the preamble for the guidelines and take decision in a transparent and fair manner with keeping the level playing field based on that. It also undertakes to take care of single vendor situation provided certain precautions are taken. But ultimately any paper is as good as a person handling it. DPP 2016 may be one of my credit, but my real credit is pushing through almost 1,48 crores worth contract. 1,16,000 have been signed. 1,16,000 crores worth contracts have been signed. Another 32 letter of intent has been issued. So almost about 148 in last 16-17 months. These are basically initiated based on DPP 2013 or some of them 2009, 2006 and 2004 too also. Some of them were in pipeline for 9 years, 10 years, 11 years. So finality to it has been achieved in many cases. So this is one of the achievements which is in spite of the old procedures we could manage by continuously following up and explaining, finding a right way around it. And that is why I say that mindset is very important. Mindset of the consumer, that is the armed forces. Mindset of the supplier and gelling together, I think will make any document a success.